Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Here's an inspirational story. Moses was raised as a prince in Egypt. From a young age he was surrounded by the grandeur and opulence of the Egyptian court. He was educated in the finest schools, trained in the arts of leadership and warfare, and groomed to be a ruler. He lived in a palace. He had it all, the finest clothes, the best food, and the respect of everyone around him. Yet despite all these luxuries, there was a void in his heart that nothing seemed to fill. But deep inside, Moses felt something was missing. He often found himself gazing out of the palace windows, lost in thought, wondering about his true purpose in life. He knew he was meant for more. There was a stirring in his soul, a sense that his destiny lay beyond the golden walls of the palace. Moses saw the suffering of his people, the Israelites. He couldn't ignore the cries of pain and the sight of their harsh labor. They were slaves in Egypt. Forced to toil under the scorching sun, their lives were filled with hardship and despair. He felt compassion for them. Their suffering touched his heart deeply, and he couldn't stand by and do nothing. Moses longed to help them. He yearned to make a difference, to ease their pain and bring them hope. One day Moses saw an Egyptian beating an Israelite. He got angry. The injustice was too much for him to bear. He made a choice to help. In a moment of passion, he intervened and struck down the Egyptian. But his actions had consequences. Word of what he had done spread quickly, and soon he was a wanted man. He had to flee Egypt. Leaving behind the only life he had ever known, Moses escaped into the wilderness. Moses found himself in a desert, alone and afraid. The vast, empty landscape mirrored the emptiness he felt inside. His purpose seemed far away. The dreams he once had now felt like distant memories, overshadowed by his current reality. He thought his dreams were over. The weight of his actions and the uncertainty of his future pressed heavily on him. But God had a plan. In the midst of his despair, a new path was being forged for Moses, one that would lead him to his true purpose. Moses was a shepherd now, tending sheep. He had left behind his life in Egypt and found solace in the quiet pastoral life. Day after day he led his flock through the fields, finding peace in the simplicity of his new role. One day he saw something amazing. It was unlike anything he had ever seen before. His curiosity was piqued, and he felt an inexplicable pull towards the sight. A bush was on fire, but it wasn't burning up. The flames danced around the branches, yet the bush remained intact. It was a sight both mesmerizing and bewildering. God spoke to Moses from the bush. Can you imagine? God said, "Moses, Moses." The voice was powerful and commanding, yet filled with a sense of purpose and urgency. Moses answered, "Here I am." His voice trembled with a mix of awe and fear as he stood before the divine presence. God told Moses to go back to Egypt. The task was daunting, but the command was clear. Moses knew he had to obey. He gave Moses a big job. It was a mission that would change the course of history. Moses was to lead his people to freedom. He said, "Set my people free." Moses was afraid. He doubted himself. The weight of the responsibility was overwhelming. He said, "Who am I to do this?" He questioned his own worth and ability to carry out such a monumental task. "I can't even speak well." His insecurities bubbled to the surface, but the divine command was unwavering. Moses had been chosen for a reason, and he would soon discover his true potential. God understood Moses' fear. He said, "I will be with you, I will help you." God gave Moses strength. He gave him courage. Moses went back to Egypt. He stood up to the Pharaoh. He demanded freedom for his people. It wasn't easy. There were challenges. But Moses kept going. He trusted in God. He believed in his purpose. He led the Israelites out of slavery. Moses became a great leader. We all have a burning bush moment in our lives. It's that pivotal instance when everything changes, when the ordinary becomes extraordinary. It's a moment when God calls us to do something great, something beyond our wildest dreams. It's a divine whisper that stirs our soul and ignites our spirit. It's a moment when He reveals our purpose, a purpose that has been uniquely crafted for each one of us. It's a calling that resonates deep within our hearts. You may feel afraid, just like Moses. You may doubt yourself, questioning your abilities and your worth. Fear and doubt are natural responses to such a profound calling. But remember, God is with you. He will equip you with the strength and wisdom you need. He will empower you to overcome any obstacle. Trust in God, believe in yourself, find your burning bush, embrace your purpose with courage and faith. You have greatness within you. Let your light shine. Step into your destiny with confidence and let the world see the brilliance that lies within you. And if this video has touched your heart, Hit the like button and share it with someone who needs a bit of encouragement, because you are here on purpose. With a purpose. For a purpose. Please feel free to use the comments section on this video and all the videos on this channel to share your own testimonies of faith and victory, because it encourages all of us. And even if you have prayer requests, let us know. And don't forget to subscribe for more inspiring content. And if you would like to support this channel, allowing us to continue with content like this, there will be Cash App and PayPal options in the comments section. Remember, stay strong and be blessed. Believe, persevere, and sometimes the impossible just might happen.